Hey there. Didn't expect to find you out here, battling the leaves all on your own. Looks like all the trees decided to drop their leaves overnight, didn't they? Just, can you imagine that? Like, what, one big just whoomp, straight from being covered in leaves to being poof, naked tree, like that Monty Python movie. Yeah, the meaning of life. It's the worst of the three. You've not missed much. But could I join you? I could use a bit of fresh air and exercise. Great. Let's see if we can tame this wild garden together then. You know, back home in England, we used to make the biggest pile of leaves and then dive right into them. Got us absolutely covered in bits of twig and leaf, but yeah, it was worth it. Have you ever tried that before? Because if you haven't, then today is definitely the day to tick that one off your bucket list. Oh, yes. Weather is clearly adding to our workload today. Cheeky wind. Sorry, that sounded a lot more like I was commenting on farts than I meant to. Not that anything like that has occurred. I'm not saying that there's been any flatulence. Certainly not from me. And not from you either. Okay, no. Honestly, though, I think this is pretty enjoyable, isn't it? There's something really quite therapeutic about it, don't you think? Yeah, you know, the rhythm of the raking, fresh air. Such a nice change from being cooped up inside. How have you been doing? Have you settled into the new job okay? Yeah. Yeah, I get it. Starting somewhere new can be a bit overwhelming, can't it? But from what I've seen, you're handling it brilliantly. And hey, if work ever gets too stressful, we can always organise a leaf jumping session, can't we? Mm-hmm. Yep. Guaranteed to lift the spirits. Oh, on that, I was thinking today would be the perfect day for me to do my shepherd's pie. Mm? Yeah, you remember. Old family recipe. Perfect for a day where it's a bit cold and gloomy like this. Very warming of the cockles. I don't know why we say warming the cockles. I mean, that's a kind of shellfish, isn't it? A cockle. One you kind of find by doing a little shuffle in your feet at just the right time in muddy areas. Yes, consider it done. Comfort food is the perfect remedy for a chilly day like today. What? What's so funny? There's a leaf fallen on my head and I didn't even know. How long has this been here? Seems that nature has crowned me the Leaf King. All hail the Leaf King! No, I'm being ridiculous. It is good to see you smile, you know. It makes my day feel brighter. You've done a fair bit of progress already, you know. The garden is starting to look quite tidy. You know, now I'm not at school anymore. Autumn is probably my favourite season. Uh-huh. Yeah, the sky, the colours, the cool air, the crispness. And it's particularly nice here, you know, it's different from how it was back home, but in a good way. Whereas, you know, back when I was at school, autumn meant going back to school after the summer, and that was, well, you know, what's the word? Shit, that's it. Yep. I miss it sometimes, you know, the countryside part I lived in. Rolling hills, stone cottages, but moments like this make me grateful to be here, you know. And having good company makes all the difference. Anyway, raking. Let's rake. Yep, rake. First one to finish their side owes the other a cup of tea. Okay, yep. How'd it go? You're quite competitive, aren't you? No, I like it. Oh no! I think I'm running out of steam. Oh no! You're going to beat me! Oh! You got me! Oh, blast! I owe you a cup of tea. Terrible. Fair is fair. I will make you a proper cup of British loose leaf tea. Best you've ever had. No? Darjeeling and Lapsang Souchong blend. It'll be fabulous. But first, how about that leaf pile jump? We've gathered enough for a decent cushion. Come on! It's still fun. Even if we're bigger than... Yeah. It's perfectly safe. I mean, mostly. There was one time I got a twig right up my arse, and that was really not nice. But assuming that's not going to happen, there you go. That's the spirit. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3. See, it's not so bad. Now, there is nothing wrong with being childish sometimes. Come on, let go, be a kid again. Doesn't the world feel softer inside all the leaves? It's funny just how something so simple can bring so much joy. You know, I can't actually remember the last time I did something like this. Yeah, it's a problem with adult life, isn't it? You forget to be spontaneous. Oh, hold still a moment. There you go. Can't have the leaves hiding that beautiful face of yours. Yeah, your face is... You know, it's funny that the simplest of days end up being the most memorable sometimes. Maybe that's because of the simplicity. There's not so much crowding things out. You just remember the simple feelings and those quiet... When I was a kid, I used to imagine the clouds were ships sailing across the sky. I don't know, carrying people above us. Always wondering if one of them might look over and wave at me. You see what I mean, though? See how each of them could be a large galleon of fluffiness, slowly moving above us. Not silly? Maybe we shouldn't outgrow our imagination. I really am glad that I moved here, you know. and moved in with you. It's been, I mean, it's been great. It really has. It's more than great. Really, so much more than great. There's something I've been meaning to tell you. Spending all this time with you, always having you to come home to, always seeing you in whatever silly little trials and tribulations we go through, enjoying your company all the time. I realise I really, really enjoy your company. Much more than just as a roommate. What I'm trying to say is that I've developed feelings for you. I hope that doesn't make things awkward. I just thought you should know. What? Does that mean you feel the same? That's that's wonderful. That's oh god. I wanted to tell you for a while, but wasn't sure how. I didn't want to risk ruining the you know that you two, of course. Well, that is definitely a weight off my shoulders. Would it be all right if I held your hand? This feels nice. You know, maybe we should just make leaf jumping an annual tradition now. Seems to bring good luck. Shall we get out the pile and I'll get cooking that pie? Or, yeah, of course, we could stay here. Just holding hands. Or that. Good evening, darling. I hope you enjoyed this romantic audio experience. Please don't forget to like, comment, share the video, and, of course, subscribe to the channel. If you want to hear more of this sort of material, please consider joining my Patreon community, where you'll have early access to future releases and exclusive content. To discover everything I do, visit goodeveningdarling.com.